Hi everybody, welcome to Gaijinbank's channel. This is Kanoa once again. Today I will be talking about an interesting subject that's kind of ruling Japan right now, and why is the Japanese population declining? Number one, lack of fertility rates. So for whatever reason, young couples or married couples, they either have one kid or they don't have a kid. They just have like dogs or something. But it's usually in the city. Maybe it's like expenses. Women feel like, oh, a child is too much or whatever reason. So the state is actually giving, or the country is giving funds, like funding to families, like please have a baby, like we'll support you. So that's kind of how bad it is right now. So number two, men are expected to be the breadwinner of the family, so they're very career driven. They're like, oh, I have to be the top, and I have to be, very ready to have a baby, ready to get married. I have to be the best to support my family, and then they lose out on many times dating and such. So I think it's just the pressure for men, like sometimes it can get to them, and it's hard to settle down. Number three, in the United States, 40% of children are born to unwedded parents. Unlike Japan, only 2% of children are born to unwedded parents, which is bizarre, the comparison. So I guess Japanese are like, no, I want to get married before I have a kid, which is great, but it's also, I think, because, Japanese couples, they end up having like one child or maybe two, right? And there's so many jobs to be filled in Japan because there's, immigrants with students, and also the Olympics coming up. There's just like more people and not enough young people to do the jobs. So maybe there's more people coming in than more people coming out of birth, which is kind of causing like the issue in birth rate. So women who are career driven or very successful want to find a man who is more successful than them. I think women, once they're very career driven, they don't want to settle down and, I don't know how to say this, kind of like give up the career to raise a baby. I think some people's personality, they want to work. They love to work. Like Japanese, we have a great working culture. They really, really love to work. So to give that up is a lot for them. I think it's more likely that these career-driven women, successful women, just say, they're like 50 years old or 40, and they're like, oh, like I have so much more to do, and they kind of give up that family life. Versus successful men, I feel like either way they're gonna find, a great wife to have his kids. But I think for successful women, it's a lot harder. Okay, last fun fact. Did you know there are more adult diapers being sold now in Japan than baby diapers? Is that a little concerning to you? Yup, that's a little concerning. So, have babies. I know it's hard, but they're bundle of joy, the apple of your eye. So this has been another educational video by Gaijinbank, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!